Have you ever walked down a quiet, familiar street and wondered what secrets are hiding behind closed doors? What if one of those secrets was so dark it would shatter the peace of an entire city? Today, we're diving into a case that did just that. A story that starts on a seemingly ordinary morning, but quickly spirals into one of the most baffling mysteries law enforcement had ever faced. It all began in the picturesque suburb of Oakhaven, a place known for its manicured lawns and friendly neighbors. On a bright Tuesday morning, a frantic call came into the 911 dispatch. A local postal worker, making his usual rounds, noticed something was terribly wrong at the Miller residence. The front door was slightly ajar, which was unusual for the meticulously organized Miller family. Peeking inside, he saw a scene that would haunt him for years to come. The police arrived to find the house in disarray, but strangely, there were no signs of forced entry. Valuables were left untouched, but the family John, Mary, and their 2 young children were gone, vanished without a trace. The initial investigation was a whirlwind of confusion. Neighbors were questioned, but no one had seen or heard anything unusual. The Millers were described as the perfect family, quiet, kind, and deeply involved in the community. John was a successful architect, Mary a beloved elementary school teacher. There were no known enemies, no financial troubles, no skeletons in their closet, or so it seemed. The city was on high alert. The media descended on Oakhaven, and soon the faces of the missing Miller family were on every news channel and newspaper front page. Fear gripped the community. How could a whole family just disappear from their own home? Days turned into weeks, and the case grew colder. The police were hitting dead ends everywhere they looked. The public's hope began to fade, replaced by a grim acceptance that they might never know what happened. But one detective, a seasoned investigator named Detective Harding, couldn't let it go. He felt there was a piece of the puzzle staring them right in the face, something so obvious they were all missing it. He decided to revisit the Miller house one more time, walking through the silent rooms, trying to see what others had overlooked. And that's when he found it. Tucked away in John Miller's home office, hidden behind a false back in a bookshelf, was a small, locked metal box. After getting a warrant to open it, what they discovered inside changed everything. It wasn't money or jewels. It was a collection of coded ledgers, fake passports with John Miller's photo but different names, and a map marked with several locations across the country. The man the community knew as John Miller was living a double life. The quiet architect was entangled in a dangerous web of corporate espionage, selling secrets to a rival company. It turned out the perfect family man had made a deal with some very powerful and ruthless people. The police now had a new, terrifying theory. This wasn't a random act. This was a professional job. The disappearance was a message. With this new information, the investigation took a dramatic turn. Using the coded ledgers, analysts worked around the clock to decipher the information. They uncovered a network of illicit activity far bigger than they could have imagined. The map led them not to the family, but to a series of drop-off points and safe houses. It became clear that John Miller, fearing his partners were about to turn on him, had created an escape plan. The staged disappearance was his desperate, last-ditch effort to get his family away and start a new life under new identities before his world came crashing down. The question was no longer who took them, but where did they go? The case that shocked the city became a nationwide hunt, not for a victim, but for a family on the run, hiding from a past that had finally caught up with them. To this day, the Millers have never been found. Their perfectly normal house remains a silent monument to the secrets we keep, and a chilling reminder that sometimes the people we think we know best are the ones we don't know at all. What do you think happened to them? Did they get away, or did their past eventually find them? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into mysteries that shock the world. See you next time.